forgot her first name, but I'm just going to say Obeys. Obeys starting as the... And they're going to have to be stable and allow those midfielders in front of them.
Is our center referee. And we are underway as we cap off the night here on ION. Saturday Night Soccer on ION is presented by Capital One. Black kits at home for Portland, teal kits on the road for Kansas City. These two teams met in the season opener, and it was a 3-1 victory for Kansas City at home, CPKC Stadium. Temwa Chawinga, 10 goals this season, second in the Golden Boot race in the NWSL, behind a stare for Gotham. Here's Chawinga, and muscled away there by Obeys. Mentioned Obeys' typical center back is a right back today for the Portland Thorns.
And part of that has to do with what I said, the build for Portland. They want to build with 3 in the back, but also this. They want to have a solid center back defender in that space where Chawinga likes to play.
Off the service, back post, header in! Ellie Wheeler! Kansas City already on the board.
Big smiles for Ellie Wheeler and a celebration to boot. You know, Lola Bonta's going to be happy about that. Only her second goal as a current player in this one within the first minute of the game. Look at this. Her run comes from outside of the picture. She understands that Portland is so pushed to one side defensively, trying to defend the cross, but they don't even do that well enough. Good work by Prince to occupy Reina Reyes, and then Wheeler can just ghost in, back shoulder, and place this. Easy header, easy goal, 1-0 early on. And they're having some fun.
Well, the last time... Coffee, a little heavy there from Turner. Sagita ricochets around. Ina Sagita with her left foot strikes. And Lorena has it.
There's still a lot of time in this game, right? So you don't have to totally throw everything out. Some of the things that they've worked on all week to prepare for this are still valid.
Castellanos fires. Lorena has it off the rebound. Crashing in is Reyes. Still in the 18. And now it's out and possessing here for Portland. Perry off her left foot, serves it up. Moultrie, Lorena has it. A nice snag by the keeper for Kansas City. No, Perry hasn't started since the beginning of June 7th. On the swing, Wheeler, the goal scorer, moves it towards the middle off her left foot. Ellie Wheeler off of Sam Coffey. And here comes Portland. Fleming blazing up the middle. Moves it toward her right. Well, the Canadian looking for Moultrie. Chawinga for Kansas City now. In transition, Bia. Taking on multiple defenders. Lovely pass ahead, Chawinga. Temwa Chawinga alone in the box, but the shot right to Arnold.
Bia is so good at holding the ball up. But that time for Portland.
And a lot has changed. The personnel, coaches. Bia for Kansas City. Chawinga. Chawinga shoots off the post. She rattles that post.
Wow. It's hard enough to defend Kansas City, but you can't give them and gift them opportunities. Here it's a poor back pass from Fleming. She doesn't see Bia, and I love this pass from Bia because it's just soft into space, and she says, take it from here, Temwa. And unfortunately, Temwa wants that with her right foot, and it's going to be difficult to... They have a little chip on their shoulder because they know last year was great, but it wasn't good enough.
Well, that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Stands over the ball. As we cap off the night here on ION. The final 45 minutes. Head on a swivel. Moultrie through the middle. Turner back to Moultrie. Reyes, heel pass out. Sagita's there. Return to Reyes, who shoots. Lorena. Aladu. To Coffey. Moultrie. And to Bina back defensively.
It's already been better though with Aladu because she's holding wide and it's stretching those spaces between Kansas City's midfield and back line.
Moultrie plays it across to Coffee. Rejected by Sharples. Castellanos drops for Aladu, who shoots. Lorena stops.
Great save by Lorena. Fans start to get a little bit hyped because this has been much better from them. Here's a look at that shot. It's not easy to see that with Rodriguez right there.
And Kansas City possesses. Labonta on the service, looking for a header, Cooper. And Arnold has it. Sleeps for it.
In this seam, that's where you want Castellanos on the ball, Maura.
Here's Castellanos. Obeys with some space, wide back post, looking for a header, Turner, and it's just above the crossbar.
Line, because then this is where Portland has found a little bit more success, is when they've connected in that second seam right in front of the back line, but then utilize the width. And now with the true winger in Aladu, but also Obeys, that you're finding more success because Kansas City's lines are getting stretched both vertically and horizontally.
Chawinga, the other way for Kansas City. Chawinga scores! 2-0 Kansas City. And Temwa Chawinga, a force to be reckoned with in the NWSL.
It's transition. Wheeler here sends it long, knows the space in behind, and she knows that she has her #1 target, Temwa Chawinga, and Chawinga doing the perfect move here because it's a toe. There's no swing. It looks like she's still running, and she just dinks it in between the legs of Mackenzie Arnold with her toe. Her 8th goal in 10 games.
Moultrie from Jordan. Olivia Moultrie fires off the crossbar. On the rebound, Jordan. Lorena has it.
And Moultrie has been active in this second half, playing more an essential role. And this is where she's been elite in these last couple of games. Top of the box, Tabia and Chawinga and Cooper up front. And they've said, we're going to defend well as a unit. We're not going to give a lot up. And this is why everybody is talking that they're going to continue to run away with the shield.
Jordan is down for Portland. No team has beaten the Thorns 5 straight times.
Well, here we are. We're all going to get a look here.
Billiter is going to review this. Heads over to the box.
Oh, and it's that challenge from Robinson on Jordan all the way back because Robinson was coming through the back of Jordan here, and it's the placement of her foot on the heel of Jordan. And we saw this a couple of weeks ago get called a red card at the Gotham game for Giese. And this looks to me a little bit worse than that other one did because she's lunging at the ball. And this is what's difficult when you're coming back from an ACL, Maura, because you expect your body to do the exact same things it did before, and you think, I can get there, but you're just slightly behind. That timing hasn't been perfected like it is when you're playing week in and week out. And she just gets this wrong, and I wouldn't be surprised if this gets called a red card just because of the lunge and the placement of her foot on the back of Jordan's ankle, which would be just a real bummer for Robinson, her first game back.
Well, here comes a decision from Billiter. It is a red card. Robinson. You're right, it's consistent with what has been called in the NWSL, what happened with Shane.
I can understand why her teammates are, and you could see Haley Hopkins there, reaction in front of Robinson saying that was not a good challenge.
Moultrie off her right foot, header. Well, that's the end of the game here. And Kansas City with a 2-0 win on the road. Wheeler with a goal and assist. Temwa Chawinga